Capricorn, welcome to your bonus in-depth reading for yours and theirs. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. Like always, with yours and theirs, take what resonates, leave it does not, and reverse those energies as you see fit. More so with yours and theirs, as energy exchange and interchange is real, rapid, and fluid. Having said that, your person that I see on this board today, yes, absolutely might be about the energies involving a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, ex of 5 years ago, pretty common. But I would also point out may include those elements that are also perfectly common, such as family, work, friendship, goal stuff, spiritual growth. Yeah, I'm just saying make space for it. There's a good chance it'll come up in some way. Anyway, going back to the main point, take what resonates, leave what does not. All right, what's going on for Capricorn, please? What's going on for Capricorn? What's going on for Capricorn? Let's do one more. Show me Capricorn, please. Oh my goodness. Like always, we're going to start with your side, right? But as I explained, reverse energies, as you see fit. Ace of Wands, the Chariot, the Hierophant. Wow. Nice. Fresh. Well, if anything, just strong. Eight of Wands, Two of Swords, Three of Wands. Okay. Let's see. Nine of Wands, Death, and the Empress. Okay. Fair. The Hanged Man. Oh, you've given this a lot of thought, a lot of consideration. For many of you, your sense of movement, flow, or direction might have been on pause. And now it's looking like we are hitting the play button. I've given this lots of consideration. I've taken out all the time out that I need. I've decided, time to move forward. And you mean it powerfully, too. Ace of Wands, the Chariot, the Hierophant. Many of you are just driving into spaces that you can identify with and say, this is me, this is all me, and this is what I stand up for, this is what I believe in. I'm going to dig deep and put a lot of good energy into this direction. You can't stop me. I commit to this. I sign up for this. Others of you, well, in a more intimate setting, might be driving towards commitment. I don't know. The energy is so strong and sharp and focused. I love it. I don't know what this is over here, but it's waiting on you. Eight of Wands, Two of Swords, Three of Wands. It's not the most flattering of depictions, especially, you know, the way you just kind of ripped into yours, like, this is me, this is where I'm at. And over here, they're like, I would love to talk to you, but I don't know what to say. So I guess I'll wait for you to talk to me. That's it. That's all I got. So yeah, I mean, in comparison, theirs looks smaller. Technically it is. All right. Nine of Wands, Death, the Empress. You're like, I'm not going back to old habits, whatever that is to you. You're like, I won't do it. I won't go back to old habits, whatever those are to you. Nine of Wands, resistance behaviors. So there's times when we must stand up and fight and show resistance. And there's other times where more often than not, it just gets us into trouble because we're doing the same thing over and over again, but we're not getting different results. And we're exhausted. You got to know the difference. All cards in tarot represent choice of using something for your best interest or against you. And Nine of Wands, more often than not, is against us. Repetitive behavior patterns. We think they're helping us. We believe it, we insist on it. That's why we're fighting so hard. But more often than not, we're just doing the same thing over and over again, wondering why we're exhausted. So there's something here you won't do anymore. Excuse me. And then the Empress, you know. You're better for it, it seems. But whatever this is, you're not hanging your life up on it. Perhaps you did once upon a time. Actually, I'm really curious about that. Your Hanged Man. Let's see that Hanged Man, please. Show me that Hanged Man for Capricorn. Oh, vocals, don't cut out on me now. No, no, no. You don't understand. I'm going to have to break up the rest of everybody's readings because the air is so dry. Yes, I have a humidifier. Of course I do. But still, the environment is dry with or without a humidifier. And I've got a lot to do this week, so I'm probably going to have to conserve my vocals. Just break up the readings for the rest of the week. Anyway, so the throat clearing is my point. I'll probably have to take a sip here in a minute. Let's see that Hanged Man. Let's see that Hanged Man, please. Let's see that Hanged Man. Seven of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Sun. Oh, you did put your life on pause for this a little bit. Now, I'm not saying you weren't working through it, but you really, whatever this is, you kind of, in a real literal sense, put your life on pause for this. I'm not cool with that, but you were. Okay? And I suppose we've all done it from time to time. We think that we are trying to keep ourselves open to a situation. If it kind of just hits us a little sooner rather than later, if it wanted to choose me back, it would have done so by now. And that usually helps the process along. Oh, if I need to get my life off pause and go about my business. And Seven of Cups, Four of Pentacles, the Sun. But you honestly felt that if you held on to this, if you kept yourself emotionally available to it, open towards it, it would make you happy at some point. So I understand. And that's why a lot of people choose. I mean, thank you for being so honest. I mean, you actually got to the point, which is one of the things I very much credit your sign for. You've probably heard me say it many, many times. And people who are new and part of the Capricorn collective would be like, you know, thank Capricorn. The readings are so short. No, your signs are just so very efficient. It's one of the reasons why I freaking love you guys. But no, thank you for being so honest about that. It's like, if I hold on to this, I'll be happy with it eventually. That's it. And that's the very honest truth. So thank you. And you've given that a lot of consideration. Whatever this is, has had ample opportunity to open up to me. Shall I let go of that? Because you have the idea that if you make yourself available to this, it'll make you happy one day. But with the Hanged Man and the Four of Pentacles, that one day is in a land far, far away, you know? So, guess who took their life off pause? Ace of Wands, the Chariot, the Hierophant. Va-voom. Okay? And I'm not saying there wasn't a whole process behind this, okay, where you had to think about it. Oh, okay, I have to welcome in these thoughts. I can't reject them. I need to work with them. Okay, what parts of me need healing and insight on this situation? Why am I waiting for happiness? Because I feel it could, but wouldn't it have presented itself by now? So why am I holding on to this? Oh, you know what? It's had time to choose me back, hasn't it? Yeah. I hear what you're saying. It's kind of like that. So you're making it look easy, but I know that there was a whole process behind this, as you do too. Ace of Wands, the Chariot, the Hierophant. Now, it's not to say that you got it all together now. You got your life sorted. Right. I sorted my life out. Let's go. But that's how you're making it look on paper. But that's I know there was more to it than that. Let's see that Ace of Wands, please. Let's see that Ace of Wands. Let's see that Ace of Wands, please. Oh, yeah, Death, King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. Man. Yeah, there's something here we're projecting, harmonizing with. Dude, wow. It's really not practical, is it? If this wanted to fit into my life by now, I'd have some results, right? It's just not practical. It's not practical to hold on to this, and it's not practical to continue to show whatever this is energy. It doesn't look mean. It doesn't look malicious. It really is coming from a space of, it serves me no purpose to show whatever this is, a sense of openness and energy. It serves no purpose. It's not going to harmonize in the greater scheme of things. And also, frankly, I don't even know that I want it in my Ten of Cups. Practically speaking, it doesn't want to be here. I can't force it. And I don't think I want to continue to put energy into this like it might show up one day. It's not gonna. Something like that. Okay. It's fair. I can't argue with the results, honey. You know, practicality dictates. If you had reason to put energy into this, you would have. But you literally don't have anywhere to put the energy. It doesn't harmonize anywhere in your life. And if it wanted to, it would have showed up by now. So again, you're moving that sense of energy, inspiration, and passion forward with the Chariot. I mean, it's true. It's very true. It's very rough, but it's also very true. But again, it doesn't come across as malicious. It's just, these are the facts I'm working with. Practically speaking, this doesn't serve a function in my life. Therefore, I shouldn't continue to show it energy. Wait on it, give it any more consideration or any more of my good feeling of hope and being open towards it, you know? The Chariot. Show me the Chariot. Knight of Wands, the Moon, and the King of Wands. Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of vavoom. Excuse me. That's a lot of vavoom. FYI, for many of you, you had to kind of take your pride around this subject to a secret place. Okay? But you're having to reroute that sense of pride into a sense of adventure. I'm moving forward. I'm moving on with my life. A part of you admits that you are still kind of passionately connected to this, and that's okay. You know? The thing is the authentic feeling showing up to this is the authentic practicality showing up to this, and the answer seems to be no. So you still having some fire to this. You might have a lot of Leo in your chart, FYI. That's okay. But yes, our pride's been affected a little bit, but that has not stopped your sense of direction. You're right. Your energy should move forward. Okay? Your energy should move forward no matter what. If you're still attached to this in ways that are hard for you to understand, okay, fine. But that should not dictate your movement or lack of movement. All right? Remember, you had an agreement with yourself to take your life off pause for this. So I understand if you had to take parts of your pride or even your passion to a secret place, and that's the reason why you still kind of remain motivated to attach to it, but you're right. The bigger parts of you can't continue to argue. Feeling reality. Okay? So you have some really strong positive markers here about moving forward and why. Okay? But I can see where, yeah, you had some really strong motivation running around in the background. That's okay. Just own it. That's all. Just own it. It wasn't just passion, it was a little bit of pride too. Yeah. The Hierophant. Show me that Hierophant, please. Let's see that Hierophant. Six of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Okay. Okay. You're showing me that you will always kind of be committed to this also from perhaps that sense of spiritual connection. I will always honor this connection in some way. But I need to stand for myself first and foremost. I need to continue to leave this behind. It's a gentle thought and a gentle practice. Again, I'm not saying anger or maliciousness, just the acceptance. Gentle acceptance. I got to leave this behind. I will always be connected to it in some way, not just passion, Christina, or pride. You know, I don't deny the connection and what it meant. Some of you believe in soul bonds. You believe in deeper lessons and meaningful connections and what you can learn from them and how you've been influenced by them, so on and so forth. But you also understand you got to keep moving on. There's a lot of movement in your reading. I need to give this up. I need to let this go. I can part ways with it in peace and get on with my life. New energy for a new day. Okay? New ambitions, new goals, new drives, new passions. Just move it forward, Capricorn. Move it forward. I strongly believe I'm saying you wish this well. The more you continue to move away from it, any expectation of it or any hope that'll open back up or open towards you. Speaking of which, let's jump on over there. Eight of Wands, Two of Swords, Three of Wands. This person's thought about their words a million times. What they would say, in theory. So let's see what that is. Let's see that Ace of Wands, please. Show me that Ace of Wands. Let's see that Ace of Wands, please. One more. Let's see that Ace of Wands. But yeah, I mean, I can see that you two, or at least from your perspective, you believe you were soul bonded, and that's something that you can stand by. And I think that's where you're showing me the commitment energy. Okay. That part of your soul recognizes this as being precious or unique to you. You know? They may not have had the same experience, but at least you're accounting for your side of it. This is why I held out hope for this. This is why I kind of put my life on pause. Okay? All right. Eight of Wands. Eight of Swords. My. Six of Cups. They reflect on it too. Judgment. Yeah, oh my gosh. They're saying they don't know if it was all that. Okay. So that's where your commitment energy is being shown to me. That's very interesting with the Hierophant there in that situation. You really believe in what you believe in with this connection. I know what it meant to me. It's like it might have been a confusing ball of mess to you, but I know what it meant to me. And therefore you're recognizing how hard it is for you to leave it behind, but you do so with a peaceful acceptance. They're like, I don't know how I felt about this. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to you, and that's why they've been silent. How can they know what to say to a soul bond if they refuse to recognize their role in it, or that the connection meant all that much to them in the same way it did to you? So I can kind of see why they never answered the call. This person just doesn't pick up the phone, literally or spiritually or metaphorically. They never answer the judgment call. Hey, use your words towards this connection. You get that feeling for a reason. You're feeling that particular pressure for a reason. Stop ignoring it. Say something. I don't think I can. Their mind just shuts it down. I've seen it twice. Maybe it's not all that. I'm not convinced that it's a soul bond. Okay. I don't know why they were so busy rejecting it. And with it, their words were rejected too. So if they ever had a major point on their mind when it comes to you or how they really felt about you, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. And it's no wonder you said, practically speaking, whatever this is serves no function in my life, because technically it didn't. It couldn't even speak for itself. How were you supposed to know what role, if any, it was ever going to fulfill? It couldn't speak for itself. It didn't know how it wanted to participate. It couldn't even acknowledge the connection, even though it's clearly marked here with a lesson. So that means this person must get a lot of pressure to say something that they ignore and say, no, I don't. Two of Swords. Oh my. Yeah, so it's no wonder then you stand up for it, because it's like, I'm going to do the opposite of what they couldn't. I'm going to acknowledge this connection, what it meant to me, what I learned from it. And I will always insist and or maintain that it was important to me. I stand by that. I will always stand by that. In other words, you're doing the opposite. You're doing what they couldn't. You're owning it. You're owning your side of the story, which is good. In a way, you're holding yourself accountable for how long you held on, which is good. And while you admit how parts of this made you feel uncomfortable in terms of your attachment style, specifically the passion, and maybe the pride got in the way a little bit. But at the end of the day, you're saying, it really didn't seem to serve a purpose. It didn't show up. And you're right, it didn't. Nine of Wands. Yeah, Three of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Oh my gosh, they have no business doing that then. They have no business waiting on. I'm sorry, I have to disagree with that. They're not even here. I don't know who the hell is watching this, but I can tell you they have no business waiting. For someone who refuses to use their words or even understand or stand by the connection, how it impacted them, what they learned from it spiritually, emotionally, otherwise, they have no business waiting on you. None. You already did that. You did your time already with this. With the Hanged Man, Seven of Cups, Four of Pentacles, the Sun. You've done this. You waited around a long time hoping that they would just open up and their feelings towards you. It's all you ever wanted. It would make you forever happy. Da-da-da, Sun. Hey, that's why I'm holding on. That's why I'm holding on. So you've done your time in that arena. What do they expect you to do? Find the words for them and literally hand it to them so they can use it back on you? That's false mirroring. That's literally feeding someone the words to use that they should have for themselves. But they shut it down every time they get close. They have a repetitive problem here. Nine of Wands, Three of Wands. It's like I wait for things to come to me, and that is their own particular behavior pattern that they've never stopped. They expect people to come to them. They don't expect to have to speak up for themselves, wave the white flag, or show insight. I don't know. But it is not your job, Capricorn honey, to provide this person with the fucking script that they should have written for themselves. No wonder you did the opposite of what they did. I will own my side of this connection and stand by it because I know what it meant to me, even if you don't know what it meant to you. But I refuse to hand you the words that you should be able to think for your damn self. Okay. No, I strongly disagree with this. Whenever this person gets overwhelmed or shut down, they wait for the other person or the situation to show them some sort of reprieve or insight or do the work for them. I don't know what. But it directly involves the actual formalization and delivery of thoughts. And that's that person's particular behavior pattern. Three of Wands here twice for this person. I'm sure that they're comfortable waiting till the world comes to an end, then speak their mind. Ignore the call, therefore the lessons, therefore the insights, the aha moments. Completely rejecting the aha moments about this connection. Its influence on them and their role and part in it. So it's no wonder they expect other people to supply them with words. They literally don't know what to say because they don't give themselves the room or opportunity to think about it. Okay? Oh, good. At least they stop. I'm assuming that. Four of Wands. Oh, 10 of Wands. Oh. The relationship ending has been very hard on them. Very hard on them. Waiting has been very hard. That's the relationship they've chosen with themselves. You exited a long time ago. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. I mean, at some point they understand me waiting is silly. Capricorn's not coming back, or they're not going to fill in the blanks for me. But they also say this has been very hard on them. Okay. I'm sure it is. When you refuse to speak up, I'm sure things are very hard. You're going to feel helpless. Okay. Why am I saying this? I feel like I've had that thought about 1,000 times today. Why am I saying this? It's been very hard on them, yes. Okay. Waiting for this relationship has been very hard. Yeah, because you hoping they would open up to you one day. That wasn't really hard for you, was it? Okay. Everybody's showing me the Lovers in the worst conditions, it seems. The Lovers, Two of Wands, and the Knights of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. Wow, we always had a habit of waiting for the other person to come on through. It was just easier, right? It was just easier. A strong connection, but we treated it the same. When it got too difficult, we just shut down our thoughts around it, but we still expected it to come on through in some way. Show up for us. Make it easier for us. Fill in the blanks for us. Say the stuff so I don't have to say it. You know? Okay. Oh, man. Capricorn, honey. What is going on, man? Like, seriously, 3 different reads, how many decks? And it just, I want so much more for everybody. And I am so sorry. But these things do happen. And when people are going through it, they're going through it. Obviously, it's been a while since I've done an in-depth for yours and theirs. And people have a lot to say and catch me up on, you know? Death. Chariot. 6 of Wands. You are moving forward. You already kind of show me that's an imperative point. And someone here is refusing to move forward. They're refusing to transform. Okay. That's a stalemate. Well, for them, not you. That should not stop you. I don't even know how. I'm not even convinced that you two are in any way connected to 3D. It's just what you've kind of shown me what you were understanding you should do, therefore you are. You know, you grew up in your energies. You understand this is how it is. This is what it's looking like. I know I'm charged in the task of moving forward. I believe in commitment. I believe in my energies and how they're being used and what I'm doing with my life. I understand how this connection changed me and shaped me, and I stand by that. And they're like, I can't move on. Okay. Okay. Empress. Gosh and golly. Ace of Swords. Yeah, you have your truth. Continue to abide by it, please. Yes. The Empress. They have kind of given up in that sense. It's too late. Even if I could use my words, it's too late. And perhaps they're right. But the refusal to move their energy on, I don't know. That's disturbing. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. There you are again, darling. With that, yeah, I told you you're redirecting energy. So while you're showing me more dedication, I got to take my positive energy and move it away from this. Move it away. And I know that's very redundant, but that's because the Capricorn I'm looking at. This is something you have to tell yourself often. I understand. But please know there's a reason why it has to move forward somewhere. Would you like to know where it's going? Yay. 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay. Your empowerment is being developed as we speak, or rather the strengthening of it. Every day you increase your worth. Every day you increase your own sense of personhood, value. You have quite the fire streak in you. I see that, and that's a beautiful thing. When you really want to endeavor upon something, you can, you will, and you will kick ass in it. This I know. So I know it seems for the Capricorn I'm looking at, you're devoting a lot of energy to constantly remembering that space. That's because you have so fucking much of it. You have so much energy. You naturally burn bright. And when you take off in a particular direction, you mean it. So imagine what this person used to feel from you, and now they don't. I'm thinking you used to write a lot of script for this person. You could tell them what they were thinking, maybe feeling, and now they don't have their script writer anymore. So when you say I have to pause often and remember, oh yeah, my energy bursts, they're not supposed to go in that direction anymore, because you probably used to throw yourself into it like a mad person. Okay? I can tell that when you take off in something, you devote a lot of your energies towards it, and you produce. The Capricorn I'm looking at, you expect results in anything that you do. This was a no result situation, and that This is what's fascinating. I saw that over here, and I'm like, man, that's very cut to the chase, isn't it? There's that boost of energy. Boom. I stand up for everything I do. Boom. Yeah. Then you're over here. That thing, practically speaking, it had nowhere to fit in my life. They didn't want to fit. They never used the words unless I supplied it to them. Like, what the hell is that? I gave it plenty of space, she said. I gave it plenty of space to open up to me. And I wanted it to. Yes, I admit that. Very much so. I'm still embarrassed by that part a little bit. You're embarrassed. It's okay. I'd say it's normal given everything here. I waited for this to open up naturally towards me. It never did. It never unfolded in anything practical value in my life. I gave it plenty of space to do so. Plenty of space. Or I wasn't trying to tell it what to do, or coerce it, or shape it, or force it in a direction. Everything I do, you're like, it's because it's natural to me, and I wanted them to do the same. And they just couldn't, honey. All they have to say is, I'm still waiting on Capricorn's energy to kind of show up and tell me what to do or what to feel. And I'm very, very hurt and disappointed by the lack of relationship here. They never fully embraced what the hell this connection was. They were so busy treating it the same way over and over again. And now that's over. That's over. That's double over. How many times is death here? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4 times. All the decks I used. Yeah. Over. 4 times. They refused to move on. They refused to learn. But you, all the energy somewhere has to go. It has to. It has to go somewhere. Look at that. Congratulations to you. You're an absolute powerhouse. Whatever this is what you're meant to do. Okay. So it's not just about how you keep reminding yourself how to move on. It's also where you're going and what you are dedicating yourself a little more towards every day. Personal growth, security. You feeling good. You looking good. You are good. You're at the height of your productive value. You're at the top of your game, the top of your class. This is where your energy was meant to go. And it's like to think, this is how much you're willing to throw yourself into something or somebody. Yeah. Yeah. I bet they do miss that. You know, it could have been me, but it's not. It's not you. I have to remind myself every day not to give all this energy to you. But that's not necessarily a complaint, is it, Capricorn? Because look at you. You're amazing. You're fruitful. You're productive. And something has got your attention. Let's not sit there and pretend that it isn't. There's something there. You glow, but from the inside out there. I don't know what you produce, honey, but it looks good on you. So I bet you can see this readings from 2 points of view. All the energy you have to take and remind yourself to move on from this. And all the energy you have yet to give. And what you get from it. You put so much of yourself in everything you do. And ironically, you could have put it into this person. New friendships for some of you. Yes. New alliances. New opportunities. But you did yourself a favor the day you took your life off pause and stopped giving to this. They were very dependent on you. The divine feminine, spy, watching, the third eye, karmic partner. It was a drain. They were a drain. Even if you two were soul bonded, you stand by that conviction. I don't blame you. You actually believe in it. You're also saying this is what's best. But someone else chose to kind of interpret it as, I'm strongly attracted to it, but I'm still going to treat it like I did everything else that's confrontational. I'll let it speak for me, and in the absence of that, I'll just withdraw. So I treated it like anything else. I was like, why are you still watching? Why are you still watching, though? You may or may not identify as the divine feminine. Okay, it might have been them. Who knows? And that's if you believe in that. Anyway, this is what I want you to take away from it, is that outstanding sense of ownership and Empress energy. Everything that you put into your life, in your world. How beautiful it is. How lovely you are. And you are clearly reacting to something. You have a lot to give. It was a matter of time, you know? Okay. Peaceful resolution. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I think you leave this in peace. You really do. You really do. You gave this every opportunity to open up towards you naturally, for it to speak to itself. It never did, and that's a choice. In the near future. Or a year from now. Anywhere between the near future and a year from now, there might be something of significance on your timeline. Okay? From this, I don't think it has anything to do with this person. They've already kind of have a give it up attitude. It's too late. They made sure of that by never speaking up for themselves. You know. But anyway, in terms of that sense of production, what you start now, you will see the growth of it, or the fruitfulness of it, in a year. Getting back to the point. Oh. We have the letter A, Y. We have the medallion of Sag. You might have very strong Sag in your chart. Could be connecting to, or the season might be important to you. We have the snake in reverse and upside down. Yeah, no movement, no maliciousness either. You know, like I said, I think you part ways with this in peace. Wow, the earth signs really took me through it today. I cannot deny. Okay, Capricorn, I hope this helped you continue to choose you in this phenomenal direction you are. I can't help but think of those last couple of oracles. It's like what you start now in the near future will be known to you within a year's time. Okay? I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.